Hello children, how are you doing? Today I am reading 3 Tenali Rama stories. Okay, so let's start with first story. Bijapur's Sultan thought King Krishnadevaraya was a great threat to him and hence wanted to remove him from the scene. So he hired Kanakaraju, one of Tenali Raman's greedy friends, to kill the king, who in turn hired a paid assassin. Tenali Rama's friend, he hired an assassin to kill the king. He arranged for a letter to be sent to the king by Tenali Raman's name, requesting to come at a lonely place in order to relish nature's beauty. Here, the paid assassin had to wait for the king and kill him. When the king came, he pounced upon the king but was overpowered by the king very easily. On knowing the truth, the king was very angry with Raman for having a criminal friend. Raman was sentenced to death. While Tenali Raman kept pleading innocence, the king was unrelenting. When the king said he could choose how he wanted to die, Raman replied, "Grant that I die of old age." Hearing this, the king burst into laughter and released him. Now the second story. Once the king and Raman were heading for a festival on horseback when the king noticed Raman's tattered turban. He asked Raman to get rid of it immediately and offered to pay for the new one. To this, Raman replied that he didn't want to part with it since he could do such things with this old turban. The king won't be able to do with the new one. The king asked him to prove this and offer a reward 100 gold coins as well. While they were on their way, there came a river. Raman threw his old turban into the river and asked the king to do the same with his studded turban. The king burst out laughing and told him to collect his reward. To this, Raman added that he had also obeyed the king's demand of discarding the turban and hence should also get a new turban. Now the third story. Once Tenali made the king feel so much angry that he asked Tenali to leave his dominions immediately. A few days later, the king was going through a forest and noticed a man climb the tree as soon as he saw the king. The king was curious and stopped by the tree. He looked up and found Tenali there. He got angry and asked why he had not left the kingdom yet. To this, Tenali replied that he had left the kingdom and went all around the world, but wherever he went it was the king's dominion and hence he had to come back. The only place left now was heaven and he was already making his way to it by climbing the tree. This made the king laugh and he forgave Raman. So children, these are the 3 stories of Tenali Rama or Tenali Raman. So please tell me, did you like these stories? Okay, so let's again meet next month. I'll be reading stories in English next month. Same day, that is 30th or 1st. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.